My name is Onesimo Yugusuk, Archdeacon for the Sudanese Ministry, Anglican Diocese of Perth. Let me first read the gospel and then make a few reflections. Luke chapter 24, verse 13 to 35. It reads, the title, On the Road to Emmaus. Now that same day, two of them were going to a village called Emmaus, about 7 miles from Jerusalem. They were talking with each other about everything that had happened. As they talked and discussed these things with each other, Jesus himself came up and walked along with them, but they were kept from recognizing him. He asked them, what are you discussing together as you walk along? They stood still, their faces cast down. One of them, named Cleopas, asked him, are you the only one visiting Jerusalem who does not know the things that have happened here in these days? What things? He asked. About Jesus of Nazareth. He replied, he was a prophet, powerful in word and deed before God and all the people. The chief priests and the rulers handed him over to be sentenced to death, and they crucified him. But we had hoped that he was the one who was going to redeem Israel. And that is more, it is the third day since this took place. In addition, some of our women amazed us. They went to the tomb early this morning, but didn't find his body. They came and told us that they had seen a vision of angels who said he was alive. Then some of our companions went to the tomb and found it was just as the woman had said, but they did not see Jesus. He said to them, how foolish you are, how slow to believe all that the prophets have spoken. Did not the Messiah have to suffer these things and then enter his glory? And beginning with Moses and all the prophets, he explained to them all what said in the scriptures concerning himself. As they approached the village to which they were going, Jesus continued on as if he was going there. But they urged him strongly, stay with us, for it is nearly evening. The day is almost over. So he went in to stay with them. When he was at the table with them, he took bread, gave thanks, broke it, and began to give it to them. Then their eyes were opened, and they recognized him, and he disappeared from the sight. They asked each other, were not our hearts burning within us while he talked with us on the road and opened the scriptures to us? They got up and returned at once to Jerusalem. There they found the 11 and those with them assembled together and saying, it is true, the Lord has risen and has appeared to Simon. Then the two told what had happened on the way and how Jesus was recognized by them when they broke the bread. Here ends the gospel reading. 3 points to share with you. 1, walking and talking to each other. 2, the presence of Jesus among his people. 3, hearts burning for Jesus. First point, walking and talking to each other. The Easter event had created a space for the two to be engaged in discussion about Jesus. And I guess one might be talking more than the other, but at least the two were talking to each other. What a wonderful thing to see people talking to each other. We Christians are on a journey of faith, And to be honest, it's a hard one and even very challenging. It requires us talking and encouraging one another as we walk along. You don't need to be told what will happen if Christians don't talk. Satan comes and talks to them, and the Holy Spirit grieves because we misuse the free will of God for not making better choices and living good Christian abundant life. May God help us to make a space that will teach everyone to talk and to just walk together. Second point, the presence of Jesus among his people. Luke recorded that Jesus himself came near and went with the two disciples, Cleopas and his friends. Assuming he was a fellow traveler, they invited the visitor to their home and offered him hospitality, not knowing that the visitor was Jesus among them until the breaking of bread. Then their eyes were opened. God, the incarnate, comes to be with his people. Emmanuel means God is with us. The book of Revelation says, see, the home of God is among mortals. He will dwell with them. They will be his people, and God himself will be with them. Like Cleopas and his friends, urging Jesus strongly, saying, stay with us. Let us invite Jesus to stay with us and in us. The last point is hearts burning for Jesus. After the eyes were opened, he said, were not our hearts burning within us while he was talking to us on the road, while he was opening the scriptures to us? It sounded as if they were saying, we wished we discovered him sooner when he joined us. His message was appealing to our inner hearts and souls, making it burning like fire. God's words needs to be understood and applied to life as it was handed over to us. We may not understand everything we read, but the more we read, the more we understand. The more we understand, the more we love it, and our hearts will continue burning for Jesus. May the Lord kindle the fire of our faith and enable us to seek him, walk with him, stay with him, and for him. Amen.